What's up, y'all? It's finally time to break down my Royal Viserai classic constructed deck. Went 3-1 at a local armory, got second place, lost to Lucas Oswald in the finals on Lexi. But this deck is a ton of fun to play. It puts out a lot of damage and can really get going. So, first and foremost, you're going to use Crown of Dominion in most matches. You got Crown of Providence in the sideboard there when you don't want to be full on aggressive. Most of the time I'm going to be rocking Aether Ironweave because it's got Battle Worn, and then you're going to destroy it to gain 2 resources on your cash-in turn to just really go crazy. And then you have the sideboard Tunic in the sideboard for those slower matches against Ice Heroes. That's pretty much it. And then Null Rune Robe is to get to AB2 against Kano in a pinch. But, yeah, don't worry about that right now. And then, of course, you got the Grasp of the Arknight and the Vexing Coil Hand. You saw Zach Bunn reveal some spice that you use the Vexing Coil Hand in the full-on race so you can fuel cards like Rune Flash and stuff in a pinch and do extra damage. So it's kind of sneaky there. And then Grasp of the Arknight's all reliable, Battle Worn 2, and gets that Rune Chant creation going when you don't have any on the field yet. And of course, you got the Spellbound Creepies, my favorite boots in the game. There are so many times where you use the Spellbound Creepers to instant in one of your go-again non-attack actions and keep the turn going, very spicy. And you're doing a lot of arcane damage because you create so many damn rune chants. So, start with the reds, why not? These are the red non-attacks in the main board, 99, 100% of the time. 3 Mauvrion Skies red to give that Runeblade attack action card go again, and it creates 3 rune chant tokens on hit. So if someone's going to try to full and race you, Mauvrion Skies is going to devour them because you're going to have a bunch of rune chants coming on your Rosetta Thorn swing after the go again attack. And yeah, just a nuts card, bonkers. Mordred Tide times 3. Whenever you would create a rune chant token, you create that many +1. So anytime you have Mordred Tide on a cash-in turn, or Mordred Tide with cards like Spellblade Assault, your damage is going to get really bonkers. And if you combine that also with a Revel and Runeblood, you're going to be creating 7 rune chants just by playing 1 card. So it just gets pretty nuts. 3 Rattle Bones is spicy. A lot of times you can get away with 2, but most of the time Rattle Bones is going to grab the attack Swarming Gloomveil because it's a free go-again attack that you can play. Keep your turn nice and wide, or you can use it to pinpoint specific cards like Runic Reclamation, for example, if there's a critical aura that you need to destroy, or if you finally have enough rune chance to unleash a 9th Blade of the Blood Oath. So, flexible card. And it does block 3 non-attack action, so that's pretty cool. Of course, you got your 3 Revel and Runebloods. This card just goes insane, especially on Mordred Tide turns. But yeah, a lot of times it's just going to be creating 4 from Revel, and then an additional 1 from Viserai's ability for 5 rune chance total. And then if you have a resource laying around, you can instant this in, get the attack action point from the go again on here at instant speed, and really go to town. 3 Sonata, you gotta risk it for the biscuit. I'm usually a YOLO, just X = 0, top 3, let's go. But a lot of times if I have like 2 blues in my hand, for example, I'll pay 2 into this and go for that YOLO, 4 cards off the top and see if I can get 2 attacks in my hand. At the very least, I leave with 1, I'm happy, and I deal an arcane to my opponent. Onto the attacks. 3 Amplify the Arknight. Again, you can take 1 or 2 instead of 3 if the matchup calls for it. But most of the time, you're gonna have rune chance laying around if it's going right. And yeah, it's just coming in for 6. It blocks 3. Very solid card. Deathly Duet. I've been high on this card ever since I cracked my first one in Dynasty. But yeah, it's very flexible. Cost 2, But if you pitch an attack action card, it's a 2 for 6. But if you pitch a non-attack, it's another copy of Spellblade Assault. So it's a 4 with creating 2 Runechant tokens. So if it's a Mordred Tide turn, you can pitch the non-attack and create 3 Runechants plus 2 from Viserai's ability, 5 Runechants right there off rip. Very flexible card. And yeah, nothing wrong with it being a 2 power 6 or a 2 cost 6 as well. Shrill of Skullform, you know, every turn, Mauvrion Skies, pitch a blue, Shrill of Skullform, 1 floating, swing Rosetta Thorn. So that's what we call a good turn. You want every turn to pretty much look like that and you'll win the game. But yeah, 2 for 7. Can't go wrong with Shrill of Skullform. Red. Spellblade Assault. Very, very, very solid card. 2 for 4. Create 2 Runechant tokens. And then create another one for Viserai's ability. So you have 3 Runechant tokens to swing for 2 physical, 2 arcane, and your 3 Runechants right there. And then yeah, Mordred Tide again amplifies those effects for both of those as well. 3 Swarming Gloomveil. So this is your target for Rattle Bones, like 85% of the time, because this is going to be a 0 for 4 with Go again built in, and this is going to make your turn really wide. And then you always have that yellow threat of if they don't block it, they can't use Arcane Barrier on any of your Runechants following up. So that's pretty cool too. Very, very good card. Very solid. All right, we got the 3 Mauvrion Skies yellow, of course. Mauvrion Skies makes the deck go burr. So hang on to those at all costs. Do not block with them. Use them, and use them aggressively, especially when you have a blue in your hand. 3 cash in, because why? You're wearing this, you get the free cash in, you're drawing 2 cards, you're off to the races, my friend. Because Viserai is active. If you have this cash in and a Mordred Tide turn, things are about to get really crazy. So again, cash in is your YOLO, I'm going to go hard this turn. So yeah, have 3 of those because you want to see it, and you don't want to play a game where you don't have a blank helmet. You want your helmet to pay off, so you're going to play 3 copies. Bada bing, bada boom. On to the blues. These blues always stay in, and the yellows always stay in. Well, unless you're playing Crown of Dominion, of course, but these blues are in every single match 100% of the time. 3 become the Arknight. Very flexible card. You can discard an attack action to search your deck for a non-attack action. You can discard a non-attack action and search your deck for a Runeblade attack and put it in your hand. So this is the hand fixer. It's a blue block 3. Amazing card, very flexible. You'll be getting, you know, on an off turn you can grab Read the Runes, or if you're missing that critical attack, you can grab the red Shrill of Skullform. You can grab Spellblade Assault, whatever you need. So excellent card. Lead the Charge blue. Very, very, very solid card. If you notice, an overwhelming majority of our attacks cost 2 or more. So whenever you play an attack with cost 2 or more, gain an action point. So this is essentially a 12th copy of Mauvrion Skies. Again, you want to attack with Go again and then swing your Rosetta Thorn for 2 and 2 with the Runechants you built up. That's how you win. You're going to win every time. Mauvrion Skies blue. Bada bing, bada boom. Definitely Duet blue. Why? Because it's another create 2 Runechants on demand to make your Rosetta Thorn very, very threatening afterwards. And yeah, again, Mordred Tide turns just amplify it, and it's a blue block 3. Shrill of Skullform. Cost 2, swing for 5 at a blue that blocks 3. Auto include. Spellblade Assault blue. Blue block 3. 2 cost attack for Lead the Charge. And yeah, create 2 Runechant tokens. Mordred Tide, create 3 plus 2 for Viserai's ability. Swing with Rosetta Thorn. Things are happening. And then of course, from the Chain days to the Viserai days, 3 copies of Blue Vexing Malice. Because why? In a pinch, you're going to pay 1 to do 2 arcane to your opponent. And again, it's an instance of 2, just like Rosetta Thorn. So if they have AB1, it's guaranteed to just win you the game off rip. So Pitch this early, pitch this often. At the end of the game, bada bing, bada boom, Vexing Malice, 2 Arcane to your face, good game, fist bump, hit the W. Okay, sideboard. So, we got 2 Sink Below. Zach Bunn had 2 Sink Below, and I was like, oh, that's actually really nice, because you don't want 3, because if you have 2 in your hand, well, actually, that can be good sometimes too, but you have Sonata, and you have Runeblade things going on. You want to play attack actions and non-attack actions. You don't want to get clogged up with defense reactions, so I found 2 was perfect, because every once in a while I would draw one, use it, filter my hand, and get the Mauvrion Skies, blue pitch, and attack that I want to have a solid turn. So this protects against crush effects and hit effects, so it'll come in against a lot of decks that are playing 0 for 4 attacks. You throw this in front of it, it's perfect. 9th Blade of the Blood Oath. This is coming in against your slow matchups where you're just going to sit around and build Runechants and just go off. So like Oldham, Icelander, and then I bring it in also against Dromai for Phantasm ammo because it has a printed value of 9. Cadaverous Contraband. This is supposed to be Command and Conquer. Don't get it twisted. But my brother, shout out to Collision Point, is borrowing my 2 Command and Conquers. So I just put these in to fill in. Again, I just bring it against Dromai. But yeah, this is supposed to be Command and Conquer. Runeblood Incantation. I like this card a lot. Again, this is for your slower matchups where you want to build up Runechants and kind of take it slower. So yeah, 2 of those for those matchups. 3 Read the Runes. Most of the time, I'll bring in 1. I'll play 1 Read the Runes in here just to get that. If I have a slow turn, I can create 3 Runechants and set up for a big next turn, big pivot turn. So good card. 1 Rune Flash. The only reason I like 1 is because a lot of times you draw this and you just don't have more than 1 Runechant for real. So it's kind of just like, if you already have Mauvrion Skies, you don't need double go again. So this is only for like your YOLO cash in turns, your Mordred Tide turns. So that's why I like it at 1, because you already got Swarming Gloomveil, Rune Flash, just a cheeky one of is nice. And then finally, we got the Runic Reclamation at 2 of. I can see moving to 3 if the meta shifts, but yeah, destroying an aura is awesome, and then you get a Runechant token of your own. So it's a 3 for 7. Again, I bring it in against Dromai automatically, and then I'll bring it in against Briar and Icelander and Oldham to threaten the channel like Frigid in the Channel Mount Heroic. So I'm pretty high on Runic Reclamation. I like it a lot. So I'm going to keep it at 2, maybe even 3 of sometimes. So hope you guys enjoyed Royal Viserai. Yeah, most of the time you're going to be rocking this loadout. So it's a lot of fun. Highly recommend building this, sleeving this up, and playing it. Very, very powerful. Pretty much feel great going into any matchup. I don't really care who's sitting across from me when I play this deck. And then, yeah, if I'm playing Lexi, I'm just going to full-on face race and win or lose in 5 minutes. It's pretty fun that way. So, hope you all enjoyed. Let me know if you have any questions. And I will definitely see you in the next video.